Hey guys, spiritual whistleblower here with another video on narcissistic personality disorder. Yesterday I put up a video telling you do not go on vacation with narcissists. There's a national story, very, very sad story. A young lady by the name of Shanquilla Robinson was murdered allegedly on vacation. She went with six friends, male and female, both went on this trip. And I guess within 24 hours, there was an altercation of some sort, a fight. And from what the new information keeps coming out every day, but it appears she fought one woman, but there are other reports that there were other women that fought her, and she was body slammed onto the bed, the corner of the bed, which is how she broke her spine, and her skull dislocated from her spine. She has a fractured spine. It's just horrible. So I just want to say, in my video where, yesterday I'm talking about never go on vacation with a narcissist, I did say she was a transgender man. Now I'm getting different reports that it was actually a woman. Then I'm also hearing that it was a lesbian trans man. So I'm going to recant my statement that it was a transgender man, and I'm going to hold off till the FBI puts it out there. But if you do look at the pictures, I can understand why people would call her a man. She's very manly looking. And there's actually photos circulating on the internet of her, as a man, bald headed, and pictures of her dressed up as a woman. So I don't know who is what is what. So, a lot of people are saying it's a transgender woman, which means she was born a man. And then there are other reports that it's an actual woman. She's just really manly looking. Either way, it's a horrible story. There is no reason why you should go on vacation with a group of people and you come back not friends, not alive. Anything negative that takes place on a vacation in a group setting means you have a narcissist, one or two amongst the group, because they cause chaos on vacations. They're messy, they're shady, they're two-faced, they're backstabbers. They're constantly trying to throw you underneath the bus. And when you're on vacation, you're happy, and they hate seeing you happy. They loathe and despise you, and no matter how hard they try to cover up their hatred for you, go on vacation with them. I guarantee some point during the vacation, it might be the first day, it might be the third day, they're going to fucking slip up and show their true colors. They're going to do something to humiliate you, embarrass you, jab at you, throw you underneath the bus to the other friends. They're going to slip up and do something. Raise your discernment and pay attention. Because when people show you who they are, you better believe them the first time and cut them, get rid of them. I don't play them fucking games. So with that video that I released yesterday about not going on vacation with narcissists, I got a lot of feedback. People want to know, how can you figure out if your friend, if you have a group of friends or you have one friend, how can you tell if they're a narcissist or not? So in this video, I'm going to give you, I don't usually share this knowledge because I'm going to be a professional certified mental health professional long-term. That is a long-term goal of mine. I'm working on it right now, and I'm going to be one of the best in the fucking nation. I put that on everything. I speak and manifest that. I don't play games with these fucking demons. I've had many of them confront me, befriend me, come to my seminars pretending to be a man and woman of God, pretending to be an empath, and they were fucking wicked and deceptive to their core, and they thought I would not figure them out, and I always do. I always do. This video, I'm going to help you raise your discernment. This is something that these life coaches should be teaching y'all, these experts. I'm going to drop some real game in this video. I'm going to give you a way that you can figure out if you suspect that you have a friend or multiple friends that are narcissists. I'm going to give you some game to figure it out in this video. You may not be a psychiatrist, you may not be a psychologist, you may not be a therapist, you might be in college studying psychology, But this surefire way, you cannot go wrong. And don't be afraid to let go of that friendship. A lot of y'all are scared. You bite your tongue because you're scared to step on people's toes. You're afraid to hurt feelings. You better learn to protect your spirit, your soul, your health, because you keep somebody like this in your life, they will fucking destroy you. Start speaking up for yourself and cut the nonsense out and stop being scared to be independent and single and happy, standing on your own 2 feet. Get that codependent shit out your system. Now y'all ready to learn something today? How to test your friend for NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. This is my method. This is a foolproof method that I have used and it never fails me. You're welcome to use it. Again, this is I want to say, sort of like an exercise to help you build your discernment, raise your spiritual discernment. This is what works for me. It has worked year after year after year, foolproof plan. Okay. And I get them right out. I get them right out of my life ASAP. How to test your friend for narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, and this is based on my findings. I don't know about anybody else. Yes, there are several videos out there. I love Dr. Ramani and others. Follow their content. They have different techniques and stuff, but this is what works for me, and I'm going to share it with you. Number 1, give them a warning. If you know, and a small disclaimer, this is not a test for you to see if your friend's a narcissist. If your friend has not done anything to you, don't go testing them. Don't bother your friend. Don't go picking them apart. Don't go police them. This is not a test to see if your friend's a narcissist. It's a test to see whether or not your friend, if they have been behaving in different ways, if you've noticed a pattern of behavior, do this test. If they haven't done anything to you, pump your brakes. This is not the time to test them. Don't go looking for problems. Don't go looking for drama. But if they have been doing little things, and every time they do something, you get this little funny feeling in your gut, your intuition's bothering you, but you keep ignoring your intuition because you love your friends so much and you don't want to think bad of them. This is the test here. You must see a pattern of toxic behavior. And if you haven't called out this behavior, it's because you're fearful of hurting your friend. You're fearful of losing that friendship. You're trauma bonded to your friend because your friend is a narcissist and they've successfully groomed and trauma bonded you. And here you are scared to open your mouth and call them out on their bullshit. So this test is going to help you, okay? So if you notice out the gate that there is pattern of behavior and you're just too scared to call it out, number 1 is give them a warning. And when I say give them a warning, you may want to pull them to the side and say, hey, friend, I've noticed some things and I'm not comfortable with it. Talk to them in a loving manner. Either they're going to get offended, which is narcissistic, or if they claim that, oh, I'm sorry, okay, I won't do it again, and you give them another chance, the benefit of the doubt, you're going to watch for patterns. You've given your friend a warning. You've told them how you feel. Now it's time to shut your mouth and just watch their pattern of behavior. If they're a narcissist, they will slip up and repeat the behavior. I promise you. Now, the other option, this is my preferred option, okay? Don't give them a warning at all. No warning. This is my preference right here. The reason why I say if you suspect your friend is a narcissist, you're seeing constant patterns of different behavior, you just haven't called it out yet. My preference is not to give them a warning, and I'll tell you why. Warning a narcissist is like giving them the blueprint to up their games. You're letting them know that you're on to them being a toxic individual. And one thing narcissists hate is to be exposed. So you have to remember that a narcissist has a tit for tat competitive mentality. They're jealous and envious of you. They're in constant competition. You're not aware that they're competing with you, but in their minds, they don't like you, they're jealous, they're envious, and they're competing with you, and they're going to go tit for tat. So if you say right, they're definitely going to go left to spite you. If you say I'm going left, the narcissist is going to go right to spite you. So you telling them, hey, I noticed something, this what you're doing over here is really bothering me and you need to stop. Now in their minds, the manipulator that they are, oh shit, she's catching on to me. I've got to find another way to fucking keep digging at her. I just can't use that way anymore, but I'm going to get her. I'm going to try to out manipulate and try something else over here. You're handing the narcissist the blueprint. You're never supposed to let them know that you're onto them. You're never supposed to let them know. And if you call them out for being a narcissist, or if you say, hey friend, you're doing narcissistic things, they're going to deny it. Narcissists never hold themselves accountable for being narcissistic. My preference is don't call them out. Don't give them no warning. I simply just sit back very quietly. I put on a poker face and I just watch for a pattern of behavior, a consistent pattern of toxic behavior. Different events when they get around people and when they're not around people. When they're at, if y'all go on vacation, vacation is an excellent time to spot this covert behavior because they cannot help themselves. They hate happy people. And where else can you go to be happy but a vacation? I promise you they will slip up on vacation. You have to watch them in different scenarios, in different settings, when they're around a group of friends and when they're just alone with you. Compare their behavior. Is their behavior consistent when they're with you and with their friends? Or do they switch up when they get around friends? Do they switch up on you when other people are around? You got to really turn your discernment up and just watch patterns. Very careful. Don't let your friend know you're on to them. Just watch them. They will tell on themselves. That behavior is going to expose itself. So that's number 3. Number 3 that I have marked here is watch for a pattern of toxic behavior. When you have felt strongly inside that there is an established toxic continued pattern of behavior, whether it's them ghosting you, whether it's you texting them and they not responding and purposely ignoring you and getting back to you the next day, they do little shit to fuck with you, and you know that you've been nothing but a great friend to them, and you find that they're doing little shit to fuck with your mind, you're not crazy. Start trusting your intuition. When you notice that there's been a pattern, it's time to block. You don't warn them. You don't give them a warning that you're going to block them. You just cut and dry, cold turkey, block the fuck out of them. It works like a charm for me. I don't give warnings. I watch and I see a continued pattern of toxic behavior. You're messy, you're gossipy, you're two-faced, you're shady. You try to throw people underneath the bus. You try to talk about this person to this person in your group of friends. You try to turn people against each other. You're a messy motherfucker. I've seen enough. What I need to confront you for? I'm going to just cut you. Block them. And this is what that narcissist is going to do, this fake friend that's about to expose themselves. If they're not a narcissist, they're not going to tell your other friends. They're going to try to resolve this very peacefully. They're going to reach out to you. If you've blocked them on phone and stuff, they may reach out to you via email and very peacefully try to resolve things. Hey, I don't know what I did. Please talk to me. I'm so sorry. Our friendship means everything. That empathy is going to come out. That's what a true empath, an empath is constantly going to be accountable for their behavior. Even if they don't feel like they've done anything wrong, they want to savage the friendship by any means. Now, if this individual is a narcissist, they're going to immediately reach out to the other friends and smear you. They're going to disrespect you. They're going to call you names to your other friends. They're going to try to turn your other friends against you. It never fails. I don't care who the narcissist is in your life. I dare you to cut your toxic mama off. I dare you to cut your toxic daddy, your siblings off. I dare you to cut your boyfriend off. I dare you to cut your girlfriend off. What do? They go to your friends. They go to your family. They'll go to your adult children. They try to turn your people against you. That's rule number 1 in the narcissist. It's textbook. Their playbook is textbook. They will turn the very people close to you against you. They will attempt to. And this is where you will find out who's really on your side and who's not. If any of your mutual friends believes this toxic individual and goes against you, then your friends are now exposing themselves to be narcissistic too, and you got to get rid of everybody. A smear campaign is a blessing. It is hurtful, yes, but what it does, it exposes the people that agrees with the narcissist that is smearing you. So now you get to clean house and get rid of everybody. Your true friends will be revealed. When the narcissist reaches out to all your other friends and tries to smear you and talk shit about you and throw you underneath the bus, if your friends don't stand up for you and stick up for you, get rid of them. They should be able to shut the narcissist down and say, hey, I'm out of this. This is between you and her. I'm not getting involved. Don't try to drag me in this. I love her too, and you're not going to turn me against. Your friends should be on that same fucking energy and shut that narcissist down. So the narcissist will turn to your friends, turn them against you, attempt to, or they will just disappear and do the silent treatment and try to pop back up spontaneously at some point down the line and try to act like nothing even fucking happened to see if you're still mad at them. Don't ever talk to this person ever again. Stop doubting your judgment. Raise your discernment. Get those toxic fake friends out of your life. Thank me later. Drop me a comment down below. Let's talk about it. I want y'all to stay narcissistic free. I love y'all. This has been the Spiritual Whistleblower.